Hello again, friends. So, I've tried to keep up with the things that have been said about Jeremy Corbyn because when he became leader of the Labour Party, I joined the Labour Party. And obviously, I've been seeing a lot of criticism about him and who he supports. And I'm not sure whether or not the things that he said have been taken out of context or not, but such things as it's claimed that he said that he was friends with Hamas. I cannot confirm or deny the context of anything that he's been accused of saying. I'm just having a conversation here. So he's supposed to be friends with Hamas. He's supposed to be a terrorist lover because he said things like that the killing of Osama bin Laden was a tragedy. From what I understand, he's actually explained that what he meant was that he should have been brought to trial or something for his part in the murder of so many people on 9/11 and throughout his time being in whatever power he was in. I don't support terrorism in any way, shape or form. I think what Salman Abedi and other people who claim to be Islamic Quran believers and stuff, who believe in violence that they portrayed in the text of the Quran, I think what they did in blowing themselves up and taking so many people with them, blowing themselves up in the plane like they did on 9/11, or what Salman Abedi did by blowing himself up at the end of the Ariana Grande concert, all that kind of thing is disgusting. All the deaths that happened under the IRA, that's disgusting. Any acts of terrorism and any acts of committing murder, regardless of if you're in the IRA or in Al Qaeda or any of that, any acts of terrorism or any acts of violence where somebody takes other people's lives, that's obviously disgusting to me. Committing acts of violence is wrong in the extreme. Being an extremist terrorist who says that they're fighting under Islam when, apparently anybody who says that the Quran doesn't promote violence, that's like Christians saying that the Bible doesn't promote violence. There are acts of violence in the Quran. From a little bit of research that I've been able to do, yes, I do my own research. I'm not completely ignorant like people believe. So it's on the Quran that it suggested violence. It's in the Bible suggested violence. There were wars and stuff in both texts as far as I know. We're talking about Jeremy Corbyn and his beliefs here. And this belief that he shouldn't be Prime Minister of this country, and that he's a terrorist lover and everything. There are friends of mine that I know that are going to have voted Conservative. There are friends of mine that, like me, have voted Labour, but I don't vote Labour because I support a terrorist. I vote Labour because I believe that some of the things, not all of the things, but some of the things that were said in the manifesto should actually come about. We should have a higher living wage, whether it be £10 an hour. I don't see that that's going to happen, but that is a good policy. Keeping the NHS and not having it privatised is a good policy. I know that everything that I've seen in the campaigning and stuff is basically, essentially, the Conservatives are trying to sell off the NHS so that it's all private, and it'll be something else that we have to pay through the nose for. There's been cuts left, right and centre as far as people like me are concerned with like benefits. We're seen as scroungers, so we've had our money cut and cut and cut. Universal credits come in, and the majority, if the Conservatives are still in power, especially if they've got support from this Democratic Union Party. Anyway, as I said, I don't support terrorism, and from the explanations that I've seen of Jeremy Corbyn, I'm not saying that I'm right and other people are wrong, but the explanations that I've seen from Jeremy Corbyn is that what people are saying about him being a terrorist lover, the quotes are taken out of context. He doesn't actually support terrorists. He's not friends with Hamas and things like that. Obviously, a dialogue with people that are wishing to come and blow us up is a good thing. Maybe if we can have a dialogue rather than going to war, that's better. And if that means that he's seen as a terrorist lover, then I'm afraid that's just a side effect. I know that there's people that don't think that I'm stupid, that I voted Labour, and that it's Jeremy Corbyn that's actually a weak leader and would be weak as Prime Minister. Only time can tell whether or not it would be good. You have to give somebody a chance. You can't just say, oh well, he's a terrorist lover and he's this and he's that, so we should continue to have the Conservatives in power or anybody but Labour in power because of this, that and the other. Like, back a few years ago when we had to weren't voting in the elections, I voted for Liberal Democrats at that point because I was trying to give a party a chance. Obviously they went into coalition with the Conservatives and I felt let down. I know I'm just rambling now, so I'm going to go and upload this video. I know I'm uploading a lot. If you do like the content, then let me know, and we will have a dialogue in regards to Jeremy Corbyn and Teresa May and Tim Fallon, etc. He's on the television right now as I'm recording this, but I've got the sound off so I could record this. You'll have to excuse the beeps, that's Facebook. Please if you like my content, please share on social media, and please have a dialogue with me in the comment section, and I'll see you all again soon.